And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Um, After the training battles that happened in front of cub cabins and the awkward silence in the cub cabins, where Will was obviously pissed at Latahine and basically put the movie or the film on that they were watching and then left and leaves Latahine with an open laptop that she has no clue what to do with, and a little confused over why Will was mad at her. Like secretly, deep in her heart, she knows, but she's still she's still confused. And she leaves the film running because she has no idea how to handle this laptop, and leaves the cub cabins. After Therese and Kumba have also left the area, and slowly kind of wanders around the Sept, just looking at how spring starts to take over from winter. And yeah, she wanders over, and almost automatically her feet drag her towards the training grounds. As she comes there, she spots Aiden kind of punching away on one of the bags, and she'll walk up and goes to sit nearby so that he can see her, but not in a way that would make him immediately have to break off his training.
He trains for another about 5 minutes. There's some various punches, kicks. You know, as he's obviously practicing dodging as he's kind of skipping from side to side. Maybe it's from that fucking fight with Eric. You can probably guess why he's trying to learn how to be faster. As he pulls his hair out of his face and wipes some of the sweat off himself, he looks over then and nods as he walks very casually over. Probably have his jacket over his shoulders and in a t-shirt, and he just walks over and just sits down. Doesn't really say anything. Doesn't really greet. He just kind of sits there, rubbing his arms.
She'll from her bag, she'll grab a bottle of water and hands it to him.
He'll just nod and pour some of the water in his arms again, seeing him wiping some of the sweat away as he just rubs his hands in it and looks over. So,
hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Oh, also, as he looks at her, you can see one of her eyes, the left eye, is completely white. There is no iris in it. There is no pupil in it. It's just fully white.
He does. He kind of stares at it for a bit. Someone give you a hiding or something?
What?
Hiding, beaten.
Oh, well, yes, but no. This is just Timonage.
All right, cool.
How are you?
I'm all right. Training, getting faster.
Mm-hmm.
What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Grand.
So, I was kind of wondering how you were doing after our trip.
He smiles as he takes a gulp of the water. I see. So you're doing the same thing as me and checking up on everybody.
Just a little.
I suppose I was getting around to talking to you eventually. He kind of nods awkwardly.
She shrugs, I guess. Does it trouble you?
And he's going to lie his ass off because, yeah. Changing this. Oh, wow. Shit.
Oi, I can't see through that. Damn it.
He just shrugs Sure, we all saw things, but sure, gotta keep going, gotta keep fighting, like,
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean that. Well, I presume you saw things. I don't know. I lost track earliest, so I can't really.
Well, you disappeared, and Pisa lost her shite. She
Yeah.
disappeared. Will lost his shite chasing after her. Let go of my hand. He disappeared. It's like a domino effect.
Mhm. Yeah, and then you disappeared because I saw you coming from the area at a different place than the rest.
I,
Actually, most of them were in a different place. So yeah,
He kind of goes a bit silent. I got separated.
yeah. There's no shame in that. It's especially when you don't know what you're up against, and none of us were aware, and none of us were prepared. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not bad or anything if it would linger, if you would have difficulties accepting it. It's not easy being confronted with what you fear.
He takes another drink of the water and rubs his face. I suppose I have been telling people the same thing. I mean, your boy Will seems quite fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
He's not eating by the looks of things.
He is.
That's good, because if he's not eating, that's pretty bad.
Yes, I know. We had a talk with our pack, and it was difficult, but I think uh, I think we're mostly doing okay.
I I had a talk with your sister and Will.
Good.
I think I gave Will the kick up the arse he needed.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like I said, he needs to stop acting like a baby.
He's not been a guru for that long. I'm not saying that that is a reason why, but we've grown more accustomed to the trials Garu need to go through.
It's not even that. He wants to force his opinion down on everyone. He's right, no one else is. And if he doesn't do it, he'll get in your face and tell you what's what and tell you to fuck off and all that. He has to realize that it won't work.
Maybe.
There's always someone bigger and stronger out there for you to beat you back down again.
Hmm. That is sure, and I'm sure that he will face that challenge many times before he learns. But I didn't come here to talk about Will.
I was just saying, it's your sister I'm more worried about, to be honest.
Yeah,
He just nods.
she needs to she needs to find more time for herself. She's alpha now, and I'm not quite sure if that's a good choice.
I would have picked a Pisa. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders when she stops caring what everyone else will think of her.
I'm not saying that it's a bad choice because of what she is. I think she can be a great leader. I am just afraid that she might lose some of the freedom she has, some of her carefree nature, because she'll have to take on all that responsibility. I worry about that.
She'll only lose her lad if she lets herself lose it. At the end of the day, being leader's a responsibility we all have to take. our own way. It's what we do with it that defines it.
It's true. But I also didn't come here to talk about the pizza.
What you want then?
Just came here to see how you were doing. It's
Me
funny, you
last.
and the pizza seem to be very similar in that you both take a question and then turn it into a different direction, away from yourself and towards someone else.
It's a good grand defense mechanism, isn't it? Smiles.
Probably is, but it means there's something to defend.
Like I said, we all saw shite out there.
Hmm.
No point in dwelling on it.
I'm not trying to make you talk about that. You will talk to the people who you want to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure that that's not me.
Your man Will asked me what I saw. I told him straight up. I have no problem admitting what I saw. No problem at all.
But you keep walking around the subject. Is that what you want, for me to outright ask you?
Oh, what did you say then?
I saw my dead sister, and I was the one who did it.
He just nods.
I'll be nice. I wish I wasn't nice.
Yeah, you chance it. Fuck it. One.
Okay, she's not lying,
He just nods.
but there is like, it isn't the full story.
Yeah, there's more to it. She's
Yeah,
telling the truth, just not the whole truth. Yeah,
yeah,
no, I got you.
exactly.
I got you totally. He doesn't say anything. He just takes another drink of the water.
And you then?
Killed yeah, killed Saoirse. I didn't just kill her. I ripped her fucking voice box out.
Effective. Why?
Aye. She was reminding me of something.
I don't want to pry.
She was reminding me I couldn't save the one I want, my family. It was too late. That I had failed, and I didn't want to hear it because he was dying right in front of me, and I shifted and ripped her to pieces. And then I realized, as I was carrying her back, I could hear her voice in my head telling me how I had failed everybody.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. So what are you not telling me about seeing your sister dead?
I find it difficult to think about it.
Why is that?
What do you know of Metis?
I had a feeling it might be that. I know you killed your mother.
We're closer to the worm.
Aye.
More vulnerable to fall in there. It's worth to listen to it. That's what happened.
Nods again, takes another long drink of the water bottle. And how do you feel now about it?
Like, that's a better dice roll.
Well, that is a way better dice roll.
That's 6 successes, man.
I only have 5 dice, so yeah.
Okay. Whew. Like you said. Malthus shows us our greatest fears. That's what it did.
Aye. Does, yeah. You kind of just sit quietly, just rubbing his hair.
The question is more how we handle them afterwards.
From what they've seen of everybody else, they're not handling it very well.
I think our pack is getting over it.
Maybe.
Are you?
He will lie. Because, yeah. That's the one. You can totally contest that. No, yeah, he's no, he's not. No, he's not. He is bottling all that in. No way. You know, you can tell. Yeah, he just shrugs. Yeah, I'm grand.
And like through her one eye, she looks at him. You're not?
That obvious, is it?
Yes.
Oh well. Let's just say.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I was still good because I rolled a 9. I had a 9 and a 10. I just realized that
Yeah.
I do need to roll with a +2 difficulty because I'm only
Oh no,
at
you're
an
good.
eye.
You're
But
good.
I'm
You're
still
good.
good.
You
Yeah.
got 9 out of 10. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine. He like rubs his palms. Like I said, I just relived a memory that I didn't want to relive. It reminded me of what might have to happen if I have to get what I want.
Is what you want something you can talk about?
I have a name. The man who killed my father.
I see.
And he's here.
Mm-hmm.
He smiled, and I won't stop till I get him.
What's holding you back?
Seriously? Any of my friends I might have. Maybe I might even have to break the litany to get him. But I'll get him. That's the fear. That I will kill everyone I care about and destroy who I am just to get him.
Is he a Garu?
No. Not that I know of, anyway.
Then I don't see a reason why you would not be able to kill him. He's only human.
I know some people will try to stop me. Because at the end of the day, some of us are more inclined for harmony.
With humans.
I can see why. It's an attitude of Gaia is everything and harmony is everything, but some humans deserve to live, some humans deserve to die. The way of the world.
Some humans do deserve to live. Most humans deserve to die.
That's your point of view.
Try. You noticed when Calls was like vomiting because of the symbol.
Aye.
She tried to send Swam. It's a gift. If you try that in the city, there is no stopping it. It's everywhere. When we walked to the symbols, she saw the banes hanging around humans. Those humans have already given in. A lot of humans have already given up. They're not human anymore. They don't know it yet.
I suppose you're correct. There's always a couple that don't.
The ones that don't are the ones that are probably worth saving.
Aye.
But if you're talking about a murderer, then there is a very big chance that this person is at least corrupted or tainted by the worm.
More than likely.
And there is no dishonor in killing such a man. And I think there would be several Garou who would be more than willing to assist you in it. As far as it goes, I could help you. You have a name, that's enough.
Thomas Finch. Former IRA member in the Irish, well, what you call mafia now, probably, because they all joined to fucking together, like usual, like buying drugs and shit.
I have heard of mafia, but it doesn't sound good.
No. Do you know what the IRA is, Glataheen?
No.
Called the Irish.
Whoa, wait a
Oh.
moment. I think you told me in the first time they met, or like the second time they met.
I think he might have. He might have mentioned it.
Yeah, and then because she has eidetic memory, so she'd remember. So she slowly nods.
Well,
You've told me about him.
when the peace treaty was signed, some of them didn't want to go and stop fighting. Would you? I could see why. We weren't free. But some of them turned to drugs, gangs, power, you see. Became less about the freedom of the people and more about themselves. Suppose you could call it corruption in a way. Makes sense after all. And my father was one for a while. Came back and refused. He wanted to raise a family. Wanted to bring us all back together. And they executed him for it. In front of me and my sister. That was my first shift.
If you want to, I can help you in two ways. I have a right that you saw me use in Malpheus. I can find places, but also persons with that right. I could use that, but I think I could also teach you.
I'll get settled here first, and I'll go looking.
Whenever you're ready, if you need a hand. Even if it's just mine.
Aye.
But as I said, I think there are more who are willing to help you.
We'll see. I get the impression I'm not a popular figure on set. Kind of smiles to himself.
Odd.
Sure, look
Keep
at me.
saying that.
Sure, look at me. He kind of shrugs.
And she actually looks like you can see the one eye just going up and down.
I mean,
You're a Garou, you're a Ragabash. You've proven yourself semi-capable at least.
aye, but I think I won't be making any friends anytime soon. I'm getting that impression.
How come?
Fianna? And I don't think we're a big fan around here for Fianna.
You keep saying that. You said this the second time we met. It's...
Like I said, normally I don't take on board what stops before he says metis. Your breed says. He says it through restricted words almost. But when that albino Radiant Spear, there you go, that's his name, said everyone avoids you. I don't know. Struck a nerve, I guess.
He's a Ragabash as well.
Probably was Ragabash and me. Grins.
Well, I've heard you say this a lot, and I wonder, you are very defensive of yourself, you're guarding yourself. You dodge questions and guide people to think about other things than the question they just asked you. And when you can't dodge that anymore, and you jump to, it doesn't matter because everybody dislikes me anyway. Aiden, do you like yourself?
He's gonna. He thinks for a second. Do you?
That wasn't a question.
Simple answer. Do you or do you not?
I'm not the one who's asking or who needs to answer, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Again, you're doing it. Reversing a question so that won't have to go about you.
And you're doing something very similar, I think. He smiles.
Yeah, but not right now.
Not technically. We're not talking about what you saw, are we? You kind of leans forward, kind of intrigued. Then, with a smile on
I
his
have
face.
told you.
Aye, but you don't.
What I saw.
We're not gonna linger on it because you're too busy probing me.
Possibly. If you want to ask, you can ask after I've probed you.
Why are you so concerned if I don't like myself or not, Dr. Heen?
I'm not. I'm just wondering if you know it yourself.
You can roll PD on him.
Yeah, she has one success.
Oh yeah, you can see it. He knows exactly. He hates himself.
She'll nod. I understand. And I won't probe you any further if it makes you feel uncomfortable.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. He just looks over at you. I don't need you to understand. I don't need. He just smiles. Like I said, we Irish know all about self-hatred very well.
I can tell. That doesn't mean that even though you don't need me to understand, and even though you feel like you carry the weight of your problems on your own, there are people here who are more than willing to help you bury or carry a burden. Jesus fuck. English is going out of the roof. I mean, Saoirse, you mentioned her. She's your friend. You came with her to the set.
Saoirse, she is my friend, my best friend. But Saoirse won't understand it. She can't understand it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Mm.
Talk to her yourself and you'll see.
I will. She's on my list.
Good. Be in for a treat. He kind of just shakes his head, smiling. You can tell there's not a bitterness in there.
We'll
When
see.
he kind of turns. Well, who else then? Will? No, he thinks I'm a fucking bastard. Pisa shakes, shrugs, maybe, but I doubt she'll have time for me.
Fill in what everybody thinks. There's something that they call self-fulfilling prophecy. As soon as you start believing it, that everybody just thinks you're worthless, you just start to behave like you're worthless to them. You start to behave in a way that will keep them at bay. And then you point to them as you see, they don't have time for me. That's what you're doing. You're very good at it.
Same way as you. He kind of looks back at you, not very angrily. I think, now I know why you hate yourself. I get it. But I think you do it just as much as I do.
Maybe.
It's just a different tactic.
I know my place. There's no need for me to make people hate me, and I'm not actively trying it.
I think you are. He leans forward
Really?
quite, actually leans forward. I think it's what you get off on because you're so afraid of people caring about you, you can't face it.
I know to peace and will care. But for the rest, I'm a menace. They shouldn't.
And there it is. Smiles. There it is. That's the key. Now I get it. You're a menace. No denying it. But you're so afraid of the fact that Will and Pisa stay despite you're a menace. I think it scares the shite out of you.
I think they shouldn't hold back if that's the case, yes.
I think you're just afraid that someone actually loves you.
No one in their right mind would do so, don't you think?
Shrugs. From what Pisa told me, she has looked after you and watched you all of her life. Despite her grievances with you.
We didn't met until 2 years ago. The first thing she did when she saw me, I didn't see it myself. I didn't even know she was my sister back then. They told me I had one, but they also told me I would never see her. Apparently she came looking for me herself, and
I
they love to rub it in. I didn't see it, but the others told me that she saw me and she ran away and started vomiting. I understand the reaction, and I will never hold it against her. It's a natural reaction and one that should happen. I mean, look, she's holding out her hand again.
and in many cases, particularly of my tribe, they would be throwing stones at you. They'd be doing all sorts of shit to you. But the thing you can't comprehend, yes, she vomited. Yes, she did all these things. But she's in there probably in that cabin waiting for you to come back, worrying about you. Now I'm not agreeing with Will. I'm just saying you get off on everyone hating you because it's the only thing you have left.
It might very well be. But at least I'm not hiding it away behind a smile and a swagger.
You have your methods, Hen. I have mine.
This is true. All I was saying is you can at least count on me if you need a hand, if you need help.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Like I said.
Up to you in the end. I won't push you.
Just nods.
Another question.
Shoot.
What do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun?
Yes.
I like drinking. I like driving. I like fighting. I like dancing. And I like getting laid. Smiles to himself.
Well, the getting laid part, I cannot help you with. The drinking, I would not prefer to help you with. But I think one of the best ways to overcome fear is to do something that you truly enjoy. It drives it away a little.
Suppose it might.
To focus on that. Focus on what you like to do.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll see. I've had no one to go out with yet.
If you want to, I can come along.
Bringing you to a bar, am I?
No,
Now, what would the others think?
no, I can't go to a bar. But the driving I can do. If I keep wearing my hood and my gloves.
Maybe.
I've driven before. Not myself, but I've sat in a car before.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Let's go.
Right now?
Yes.
I haven't got a car yet. He actually did anyway, doesn't he? Smiled. I'm good at driving and all that, but I have to get a proper thing. That's what I'm working over the fucking mechanics like.
Can't you borrow one?
You don't want to piss off Mel. He kind of actually goes very serious. She'd bait me up.
Who?
That's my boss,
Oh,
Mel. She's grand lass, but fucking hell is she angry. I'm working on getting one though. I have to save some money to get her.
okay, so no driving. I can't go to a bar. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'll think of something. We'll see. Maybe I might take you with me.
I think fighting is not the right kind of fun.
Depends on what kind of fighting. He kind of grins to himself.
What do you mean?
Used to play rugby when I was little. My man Will was all big into it as well. It's a sport.
Yes. He's explained the rules to us a little. We played it when we were cubs.
Maybe I can have a wee game.
You can always try. Maybe Will wants to tag along as well. Don't
Sure,
you need 2 teams?
Yeah, sure, bring him. Maybe we won't try kill each other.
Be on opposite teams or work together?
Maybe we could work together, seeing as we're all wanting to be a big pack, aren't we?
Only if you wanted to.
I mean,
Pack is about trust, about believing there won't be coming a dagger in your back.
and you not trust me?
I trust you, else I wouldn't ask you.
What do the others think then?
I think the piece is positive, and I believe Will admitted lately that he talked to you, and it did something. Trust is not something that grows overnight, but it grows slowly.
I bet they had some shock on their face when you heard that I rescued you from the water.
She frowned. I think so. I was a little out of it.
Hey, that's shock.
I remember coming back to the cabin and we did talk, but they brought me to a bed. And I guess I just fell asleep.
Yeah, it's a shock and exhaustion. That's your adrenaline kicking in. Happens. Maybe if she's watch movies, maybe you could invite me over. He grins.
Can you help me? There is, in the cub cabins, the laptop. Will left it running and I don't know how to turn it off.
He laughs. I'm sure you had to turn off a laptop then.
Okay. Maybe we can watch a movie.
Together?
If you know how it works.
I know the basics.
I think the rest would probably fall in at some point.
Fair enough. Kind of looks very awkward when he says this, and almost looks around just to see if like the other Fianna just come up at him. He kind of looks around. All right, fuck it. Nobody
If
else
they
to talk
see
to.
you, if they see you, you can always say that the stupid Metis couldn't turn off a computer without throwing it to the ground. Because I heard that was a way to shut it down, but wasn't a good way.
No, that'll break the thing.
Yeah. You can always tell them that.
Besides, we have a mission to work on. I'm waiting for my contact to come back to me, but I should be getting in the next few days.
Yeah, I've talked to Felix, and we're going to try and see some spirits that we can ask for, like if they can have a fly out over the area in the Umbra, see how bad it is.
Yeah,
We
sure.
still need to meet up together and find the proper spirits.
Yeah, do your thing. I'll see if Fran the man gets back to me with any sort of contacts in terms of what human interests are in there, in terms of the underworld aspect.
Yeah.
If it's tied to anything, we'll have a better layout, maybe what's funding it.
See if we can get a map.
Maybe, I'll ask. I'll see what he comes back to me with. He just says it quite honestly. Where's this laptop then? He kind of like, stands up.
It's in our cabin. Come, I'll take you. And yeah, I think two of them will walk back to the cub cabins, enter the female cabin where the laptop is still standing on the table. It's probably like nearing the end of the movie that was on. And Lottie just gestures at it a little bit helplessly, like it's there.
He just walks over and just hits pause and looks at her. Ta-da!
Okay, now I know it.
Stop putting their hand. He kind of points,
Yeah, it's all these strange symbols. I don't know what they mean. There's a triangle, and there are two rectangular things, and there's the... It's just so many things, and I've tried to put the mouse on one of them, and there was no reaction.
Maybe you should, maybe common decency from them. Well, maybe they should actually show you. Maybe he kind of looks actually pretty annoyed, and they say, "I'm a fucking bastard to Metis." He kind of grumbles as he like basically points out this button. You click here, you click here, you click here.
Well, to be fair, I didn't really have much interest in it, so I still don't. But if they're walking away without turning it off, I just don't know what to do, and I don't want the thing like exploding on the table.
It won't explode on the it won't explode on the table. He shakes his head weirdly.
That's what you say.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's tainted by the worm. Maybe that's why it'll explode. He grins.
I doubt that, but still,
Couldn't hurt to check. He kind of leans back playfully.
We're on the sept. It would have set off alarms. Mostly does.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Yeah. Do you like coffee?
Sure. You got any beer? He says this very teasingly.
No.
Shame.
Probably there might actually be some, but
she's not going to give him any.
Well, it's more that if it's there, I suspect it's hidden for Tlatahine.
Yeah. Shame. Beer would have been nice, but hey, fuck it, coffee will do.
You know what? Let's just roll fate die to see if the pizza would have been stupid enough to leave beer in the fridge.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god! So Tlatahine is starting to make coffee, and she's turning on tea for herself, and she's opening the fridge to grab some milk, and she, with her one eye, she's looking down. Hayden.
Hi.
It seems that I have some garbage in my fridge that I need to get rid of.
It's not gone off, is it? I'm not fucking eating it.
Could you come and have a look?
Sure, what do you need? Seth leans over.
She'll point at the couple of probably cans of beer or bottles of beer. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. You just hear grand. He just like slides the bottles into his jacket. Be someone else's though.
Probably.
Fair enough. He doesn't say. He doesn't question it. He just, goes back and sits down and cracks one open and just sits there drinking it.
You can clearly see a look of disapproval on Clatine's face, but she's not going to say anything about it because, well, it's expected of a Fiona.
He kind of looks over. Is there a problem? Takes a massive swig as he says it as well. Like deliberately, like slowly as well.
I dislike those drinks very much.
You seemed to handle it the last time I saw you drinking. Your sister was pretty good at it as well.
I'll have a talk with my sister about it.
There's nothing wrong with it. The wee girl wanted to try it. She even asked me.
We really don't want to have this conversation right now.
Fair enough. I won't pry you too much to that. He kind of just takes another sip. You can see the wicked devil smile on his face, like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this.
And she'll just turn her back on him as she turns off the coffee machine, actually, because, well, she was going to make tea for herself and not coffee. And then just, pours the hot water in for a cup of tea and just sits down.
One question, though, Tlatahine. If you're going to talk to Tepeza, says playfully.
Yes.
Isn't she your alpha?
She's also my sister. And I will talk to her as a sister and not as a member of PAC. And even as a member of PAC. I can talk to her about it.
Well. He kind of says, look who's turning into a Ragabash.
Well, there's a reason why New Moon and the Crescent Moon are so close to each other.
Suppose. That'll be interesting to see. Don't worry, you can tell her the big bad Fiona raided her beer. Like, don't blame me.
We'll see.
Just smiles. Probably sitting there in awkward silence as he opens up another one and starts drinking the other.
And she'll look at the laptop again. Do you want to look at something or?
What? Okay. He kind of turns awkwardly. So what movies have you watched?
The Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, and Mulan. She kind of says very proudly. She's seen 3 full movies.
Disney? All right then. All right. Disney? He kind of just nods to himself. Ever seen... He thinks for a second. I'm going to roll a fake dice and see how wicked he's being.
Please don't let her see Pocahontas, please.
No, he's not. No, he wouldn't do that. He's being wicked. Did you ever watch The Exorcist?
No.
Sit yourself down there, Hen. As he stands up.
Oh gosh.
This movie actually, people refuse to watch it back home in my place.
Why?
Because it involves spirits and stuff like that, and some Irish people tend to be very superstitious, like. But I'm thinking you want to see it even more and more. It's very educational. He lies. He lies so much. It's not even funny how much he's lying, and he only gets one. Oh Jesus!
There is a fair chance that I'm not gonna see. Well, we'll see.
Oh God.
I mean,
whew.
Nope, she doesn't see it.
It's very educational.
Okay.
Click. Sit back here now and enjoy yourself. He puts his arms above his head.
And I think that's a good place to end the scene with that 2 of them watching The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And see you next time on Living World of Darkness, right across New York.